Right? I'm now officially recording.
I mean, like, there's two other people here, but okay.
Yes. Well, sorry, but Jack's on a time limit.
Wow,
so I'm trying
recording without consent.
Oh my god. actually, Missouri's a one-party consent state. Only one person needs to consent in a conversation to being recorded, and the whole conversation can be recorded. So.
Okay, it sounds like a shitty state.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, what state is that?
But I'm Protect Missouri. I just said it.
Never heard of it. But anyway, that doesn't matter now. You can make up whatever states you want.
Are you available, Jack? Are you here?
What? Yeah, I'm here.
All right, we're good. Welcome back, guys, to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Havoc Moon.
Havoc Moon, welcome back.
The last thing you want on your cell phone device is a Havoc Moon ad, but
Oh,
as it turns out... sorry, all right, go ahead.
So what happened last time, Darnell?
Did you interrupt me just to make me do the recap? Okay, so last time on Havoc Moon, Jonesy had supposedly killed himself, so in a panic, Hayden had Aura through the wall, and then him and Iago escaped into the ocean. Iago made an ice canoe, and when they landed, he pretended to be Cuban for some reason. And we were sort of fugitives. We never, were really chased down, but we were the cops might have seen our faces, so we gotta play it safe. So we ended up getting a motel while Yuzo did some more investigating. He checked out Frenzel's house, he checked out Percy's house, and then he went to the school, and he saw, all these students going to the school in the cafeteria, not the cafeteria, the assembly room. And he saw Frenzel, sitting on a throne drinking underage alcohol, so we were all like, oh, Frenzel's the one, aha. So he fucking whacked her in the back of the head a little too easily, and then it was revealed that Percy was actually the stand user. So, there was a confrontation. Hayden tried to talk some sense into Percy, but there was nothing behind his eyes. Percy was like, didn't you sign up to be a janitor? I'm gonna use you now, because the stand, High School USA lets him control everything that belongs to the school. But it turns out, Hayden wrote Yuzo Kayama's name, so Yuzo turned on them, and then, just in time, Hayden was able to hack into the school, expel all the students, and cancel Yuzo's contract, and then Yuzo was able to capture him, and his people took him in, and we haven't heard yet from the Havoc Moon game, because that's about where we cut off. Did I miss anything? Oh, and Captain Morrow was there.
Exactly, yeah. That's pretty good.
Awesome. I was very invested.
So, let's begin. So, it's been 2 days since the incident at the school. Mm-hmm. Shortly after that, you received sort of perfunctory notes from the Havoc Moon game saying, "You've won! Wahaha!" But as threatened by Yuzo, you are now being trained, drill sergeant-wise, to be less shitty. This is sort of taking place on the local community center's roof. It was sort of a park up there. It's a very nice building. Yuzo, how would you train these two maggots?
I think a great way to start would be to have Hayden and Iggy have to defend themselves from every direction from ricocheting object balls.
Sure. I'm wondering. A part of Hayden is wondering if this is perhaps some sort of vengeance against him, because this sure seems a whole lot like Yuzo just attacking them, and a lot less like training. Especially because, wait, do they have the power to stop in place yet?
They've always had that power, yeah.
So is there even a way we could bat them away?
You can defend against them. I don't think they're literally an unstoppable force. Isn't
the way the balls work, they can stop anytime, but they need to be hit by the cue ball or another ball to move?
So all we could do is either dodge or I guess brace for impact with a block. We can't swat them away.
Yeah, the point of this is to force you guys into defending and protecting each other on instinct.
All right. Hayden will go do the back-to-back pose with Iago as the camera pans around them in preparation for the
ultimate initiatives.
I think in Iago's head.
Oh, shit! Hang on. Sorry, that didn't record. I accidentally turned my volume down. What happened?
I also want to note that Hayden's fear of this being revenge might even be like fueled a little bit by like the fact that Yuzo is back to his fucking permanent smile.
Don't worry, Hayden. You did nothing wrong. Smile. It all worked out, didn't it?
His attitude is back to that like sort of devil may care attitude.
I rolled a 10 for my initiative.
You know, I think. Initiative. Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
So I guess in this
D6
instance,
and
if user
D10.
rolls an attack and it doesn't meet the initiative, it'll be framed as us like resisting it rather than it missing. Look at that! We both rolled pretty good, Stigma. Back to back, it's working.
Oh yeah, I think Aigo wouldn't raise too many like objections to this whole training thing, but in his head, unspoken, he's like, yeah, it's not impossible that we might have to fight each other one day, given the nature of the guy in charge of the competition.
I think that definitely sours Hayden's mood a little bit to think about.
He's not saying this out loud, he's just thinking it.
Oh, never mind, yeah. I was gonna say, because Hayden probably wouldn't admit it, but he's starting to get pretty attached to Aigo. I think something about them living together and, like, they've been traveling together often in, like, when they go off as a part of a fight, like with Bruce and the whole Jonesy thing. So I feel like there's a certain bond there. But he'll never admit it. Alright.
Right, yeah, so that's the order there.
Alright, so I think, given the nature of... Oh, here, let me, so it's Aigo at 11, Hayden at 10, Yuzo at 5. I think given the nature of the exercise, Hayden will voluntarily skip his turn, I guess.
I think Aigo will take his turn.
Go for it.
Wait, I mean, isn't the point of exercise we're just reacting to the balls, though we're not, like, going after Yuzo directly? That would defeat the point.
Yeah, that's why I said I was gonna skip for now.
I mean...
Especially because we're on, like, the roof of a...
I guess
we're on the roof...
no balls coming, then I have to skip as well, but now that I think about it.
We're on, like, the roof of a community center, like, park thing, too, right? So, like, if we were to destroy the environment too much, it would ruin it for everyone else, so... I think there's, to an extent, trying to, like, play it safe. What the fuck is he tip-tapping?
No, don't worry about it.
Oh, God.
No. You know, I think... I'm assuming Hayden just has, like, Sloth Thrust out, like, in front of him.
Yeah. I've got my stand out, like, ready to block.
Right, I think, Flaming Lips won't be, like, in a humanoid cloud. It'll just be sort of, like, spread out, like, in like a semicircle in front of Aigo, like maybe sort of like a net weave where like he detects the balls coming, like the bugs will concentrate towards that area, but like until then they're a bit spread out.
Interesting. Okay.
I also don't mind if we like don't spend like a lot of time on this. Like if we just describe them like the exercises and then move on, like whatever. That's good.
Yeah, we're just having some sort of one round here just to sort of set the mood.
All right, Yuzo, roll to hit us.
Yep.
Oh boy, I sure hope Yuzo doesn't break my jaw. Oh no. Who are you attacking?
This first one is going for the back of Hayden's head.
Oh no. But Aiego's there, we're back to back! Oh, yay, my defense!
But
so I
see, Hayden is the one who was actually responsible for the contract thing, well.
That's true. So I imagine like the ball comes whizzing towards me, and at the very last second... Wait, what'd you say?
That second one is going for Iggy.
Oh, that was your second accuracy roll. Well, that one missed Iggy, but that first one hit me if you want to roll damage.
I do not want to roll damage, this is just training.
Yamada.
I'm not trying to murder you or anything.
Smile. Wait a minute. Oh wait, because it's a +1. Never mind. I'm stupid. I was wondering how you rolled a 4 and a 1 and got a 6, and I thought the world broke.
You know,
So-
the way I'd like to flavor my side of the reaction is, you know how like flies and other flying bugs, like they can sort of detect like changes in like the wind. That's why it's so hard to swat, right?
hmm
Oh,
Right.
well, I'm gonna assume. Am I muted?
No, you're good.
Okay.
We're replying to you.
Okay. So I like the flavor that, you know, this swarm of insects around Aigo. You know, they manage to predict the trajectory of Yuzo's balls, and so they're clumping to catch them like a bug-based baseball glove.
Oh, I kind of like that. Zzz, pop. And meanwhile, I get
Oh,
bonked.
that's a baseball!
That's good. That's really good. I love that.
And meanwhile, as he expertly catches it, I get bonked in the head. I'm like, ow! What the hell? I thought you were supposed to watch my back, Aigo.
But I did. I thought that was your head.
I mean, I guess you're not wrong, but... Ow. What the hell, Yuzo? How is this training?
We need to be able to trust each other on and off the battlefield at all times.
So why
And
are you
that-
giving me brain damage?
You're that was not all fault.
What'd you say?
You're fine. That was barely fun.
Shaking my head.
Anyways,
Right.
y'all did fine for training today. Yeah, I think this is good enough.
Finally. So,
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, maybe for you. I'm gonna check my phone. What time is it?
It's like 10 past 12.
Right, and you said like noon, so it's okay. So it's like the afternoon. And then you said it's been like 2 days, right?
Yes.
And we don't have any new Havoc Moon messages yet. I think
Not yet, no.
more and more Hayden's starting to really not like this Havoc Moon game.
So it ain't so.
Oh.
So it ain't so, Hayden. You didn't
Well,
like it?
I mean, there was a kid that like murdered people in cold blood to get more powers, and like I don't know, it just seems very sus. It's a very sus game, and we still don't know what the fuck happened to Funko. He's in prison now, right?
We're apparently always in prison.
Wait, we do know what happened to Funko. I'm stupid. So clearly, there's some fuck shit at work here, and I think I'm kind of glad that we haven't heard back yet. I'm hoping that was it. Even though a part of me knows it's not. Yeah.
And I think we should probably, for the viewers, read our DMs right now aloud.
I was doing that because I thought you meant want it to be confidential, but you are free to post it in general and read it if you are comfortable.
Oh, on God?
Usually I do want to be like confidential with like secretive stuff, but this is like directly plot relevant, so
Sure, post it for us.
Oh god, this is gonna be the dramatic irony of Yuzo trying to kill us, but our characters don't know it.
Yeah. Dear Yuzo, your new Havoc Moon mission is to kill your friends.
I've almost eliminated these fools.
I just attacked to hate him with my stance. He doesn't know that it was laced with poison.
I put ricin on my cue ball.
Aw.
I mean, he has to get into it. I mean, you can't just be on your skin, you have to ingest it or something still.
Hey, yo, I put a little something special in it, Hayden. Chili powder.
So there are the texts.
There's a change.
Clear chili powder.
From blank, blank, blank. Update on the rave situation. We've got to move to Marburg containment in place as our old friend Doe. Arrangements for the school to be demolished are underway. Yeah, probably for the best. Because as long as he can control that school, he could... just assuming his stand doesn't have a range, he would be able to, like, have Bunsen burners come free him. Yuzo says, "How are the reparations going?" This is like really awkward because like I know there's like a step-by-step reveal here, but there's also a lot of dead space right now in the video audio.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I know.
right, and as you are sort of swinging your legs and looking up at the sky, a phone does buzz, but it's not Yuzo's.
Oh, who's this?
And it's not Hayden's. It is Aego's. And a message arrives reading this.
Well, which phone? Because he has a couple apparently.
You are not to rest yet, my friend. This next mission is for you, guy. Single player with maybe co-op affair. You must accept the request of Buddy that arrives. Buddy.
It's Dave, Buddy.
Your phone. Seconds later, your phone rings.
He doesn't say anything. He just pinches his brow and he'll pick up the phone and say, "What is it?"
Hello? Is this Ego Way?
Aego way.
Yeah, Gesundheit. It's me, Dave Buddy, you remember?
Yeah, what is it, buddy?
You gotta help me, man. You gotta help me out, because we're BFFs, right?
I wouldn't go well, you know, you scratch my back, maybe I'll scratch yours.
I'm not into that, but okay. You gotta help me, man. I've been framed for murder.
Framed for... I think a few dots are already beginning to connect in Aego's head. Look, okay, where are you? Who's dead?
This is my phone call. I'm in jail. I need someone to represent me in court.
Yes! Ace Attorney arc! Ace Attorney arc!
Okay.
I'm excited, considering how Stigma has interpreted how lawyers act for the past few episodes. I'm excited to see how he keeps.
You're cutting out a whole lot. I have no clue what you said.
I said, considering how Stigma thinks seemingly thinks lawyers act in the past few episodes, I'm excited to see how he thinks court works.
Do you think he'll pull the old chair trick? Where he, like,
Maybe.
loosens all the nuts and bolts on the chair, and then be like,
Maybe.
you've endangered me.
I'm
Classic
turning my
Stigma move.
sympathy all around.
I think
Yeah?
I think Aego will be like walking off maybe to the corner of the roof. He's like has a hand over one here. He like tells the others, "Business call. I gotta take this."
Oh, yeah, sure, man. I guess I'll just kind of... I think he looks to Yuzo for a moment because he's like, maybe I should hang out with him, but he's still kind of afraid, so he's just gonna awkwardly twiddle his thumbs.
Meanwhile, I take out like a flask, and I take out 2 flasks, and I hold another one out to Hayden.
Oh, thanks. I'll tentatively take it and sniff to see if it smells like poison.
No, but it does smell like whiskey.
Sounds good to me, brother.
Alright, buddy, who's dead?
I don't know. You see, after you changed my life, Ego, I went and got a new job. You see, I'm like a delivery guy now, a courier. You know what a courier is?
Oh my god.
Yes, I know what a delivery boy is.
That he works for Damien Drake's delivery service.
Pog?
You see, I deliver computer parts and like techie stuff, and I had a job to go to this guy's house, and I went there, and he said, "Come in," and I went, "Okay, I'll come in," and I black out for like 20 minutes, and when I wake up, the police are everywhere, and the guy's dead.
Is this guy wearing a helmet?
No.
Okay, that's good to know.
Why would he be wearing a helmet?
Oh god,
Okay, I'm the one asking the questions here, buddy. Remember that.
You gotta be quick. The cop's looking at me on the phone, and he's making a symbol with his fingers, like making a circle to indicate that I'm taking too long.
Well, what makes you think I'll be able to help you, though, buddy?
The fact that you're a lawyer?
I looked at your website. You're like a super lawyer. I saw the 5-star reviews on Yelp.
Yes, Yelp. Those were ones. Well,
I thought it was kind of weird how all the usernames were just strings of numbers and letters, but people are like that sometimes, and I thought maybe my guy Ego wouldn't use viewbots.
well, of course not, of course not. But what, Dave, buddy, what? Have you considered taking a public lawyer?
Oh my god!
What? I guess I could, but
I'm honestly not convinced that Aego's a lawyer anymore. I think it's just an elaborate ruse where he pretends to be a lawyer.
But I was told you were the best lawyer, the public lawyer. I'm looking at the public lawyer. They got him out here before I called you. He's stuck in the bathroom. He's been there for 30 minutes.
Alright, alright.
You can't do this to me, man.
I think as this is happening, Aego remembers the contents of the text message again, telling him basically, you gotta accept this. And he's gonna go, all right, buddy. I've heard your case, and I think you're a guy worth helping out.
That's a strong arm helping someone.
Oh, thank you. You're a real one.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll save you a bill until after the trial is over.
Oh, I'm parking right now in prison.
All right. Which prison?
Well, I'd say prison's more like the jail, so like the police station right now. It's the one on 22nd Street. You know the one? It's the one where the police are.
All right. Give me. I'm gonna assume Aego would know how long roughly it'd take to get from wherever he is to the police station. It'll take that many minutes.
It's like half an hour.
Okay, I'll be there in like 40 minutes.
Oh, thank you. You're a real one.
And then he's gonna hang up. And he's gonna try and text the Havoc Moon guy, asking if he can tell the others about it.
Well, there's no reply.
This guy didn't say friends, he said friend. He said maybe co-op. But say, Yuzo, what was your line of employment again?
Let's say I'm between jobs right now.
Alright, what was your former line of employment?
Oh wow,
if you don't
Yuzo,
mind my
you're
asking.
just like me.
No, I am not like you.
We're both between jobs.
Previously, I was working as a bartender.
Wait, did you say bartender? I had a bit of difficulty hearing.
Yeah, bartender.
Alright. Alright, Hayden, you said you flunked out of law school, didn't you?
I didn't flunk, I dropped out. I actually was top of my class.
Does Mr. GM, does he sound like he's lying or telling the truth?
He's telling the truth as far as I know.
Yeah, that's the backstory. I'll get into that another day when it's like relevant. It's a big backstory.
I think Aiko will just whistle at that, maybe wiggle his brows a bit.
I'm not allowed to legally practice law. I didn't ever do the bar exam, but I mean, I know my stuff, I guess.
I actually just raised my glass when Hayden mentioned being top of class. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, I don't like talking about it. It's whatever. Why do you ask anyway? Do you need help with your work? I thought you were pretty good at your job.
You got a text from the Havoc main gang, didn't you?
Well, let's just say our next mission might get a little sticky, and I'm not sure I'll be able to handle it solo.
What is your next mission?
You remember that, what was it, pizza guy or whatever? Dave, buddy.
I remember Dave, buddy.
Yeah, he's in jail for murder.
Spits out cereal. Let's go.
He will never be in jail for murder.
I can't.
Yeah, he says he's been framed, and I'm according to this Havoc Moon guy, have to represent him now.
I believe him, not because I don't think he's above murder, considering he tried to throw us off the rope, but because he's so comically bad at it that I don't think he could have pulled it off.
That's my line of thought as well. I'd actually like to see the scene of the crime.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Now,
Hey, I wonder...
As his lawyer, I probably won't be able to go to all the crime scenes or find all the evidence.
Do you think if we
We'll be needing more than one body to get the job done.
Right.
Well, I don't think I've mentioned this, but I am a licensed investigator.
Oh, really?
That's awfully convenient.
Yeah, that helps a lot, actually. Do you think if we help him, it'll power up his stand because of the mission he had last time?
I don't know. And I'm like...
OOC, not Diego asking this, but me asking this. What was his mission again?
His mission, the original time, was to knock us off the road, and if he did, his stand was going to get a big boost.
Yeah, so how would that, how would he get powered up now? It's like...
No, I'm saying if we help him completing our mission, maybe he's got a mission, like, get out of jail, that will power him up, is what he's theorizing.
Okay, I see it then.
Like, maybe, what I'm thinking is maybe his mission was go to this house, if you beat the trial, you'll get an upgrade, and, like, his whole mission was being framed for murder to set up for your mission or some shit.
And I think at, like, this point, the episode cuts to, like, a brief flashback where Yuzo is investigating, like, how stands could be powered up, and there's a lot of misinformation, I would imagine, but the like only confirmed thing I think we have is like, first of all, a big ass part 6 spoiler, and second of all, the arrow from part 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no telling if that's actually relevant here. Unfortunately, I do not say this aloud.
Actually, I have a question, Tian. Does this Malerna City follow Arrow Canon, or does it follow Part 7 Meteor Canon, where there's like a site
its own canon.
Okay. So it might not have either, but... Actually, did Yuzo find arrows? So, like, does he know there's arrows?
They exist in this world, but...
Okay.
I straight up referenced Part 3 so far, so...
Right. Just checking. Because I know last time, in one of our previous campaigns, you had like a serum to power up stands. And if you took the serum, remember? What was that called?
If it takes place in the same canon as that one, then Yuzo also probably knows about that.
Is this in the same canon as Darkseid's Rainbow?
Who knows?
I quickly go on my phone and Google how many states America has.
There's no
you don't know?
I've put you immediately on the spot. If you're curious, I can't believe Tan doesn't know this. There's 50 normally, and with Lee, there's 51.
Are you stupid? There's 51.
Poggers!
I'm surprised that Hayden didn't know that. He had to look.
Guys, Darkseid's Rainbow is canon. Holy shit. Alright, for the viewers at home, Darkseid's Rainbow is...
means that fucking Platinum Standard is canon too.
Yeah, because that was like the distant past. Okay, so just as a quick side note to you guys, we're not going to spend forever dwelling on it, but we did 2 previous JoJo campaigns, and those are apparently canon to this universe, which is epic.
Oh my god, that means Leviathans are canon here.
And Lemuria as a concept.
Right, well, let's continue.
Yeah, sorry, let's focus on the actual game we're in.
How far between the current place and Diego's apartment are they?
So I wouldn't imagine you go far from like the central base of the majority of people, so let's say like quarter of an hour.
Would be cutting it. No, I don't think there's any time for that. Alright. Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna drive straight away to Dave Buddy. Hayden, if you wanna join in, I'd suggest you go to my place real quick, freshen up. And he like looks Hayden up and down a bit. I imagine he's like in his sort of greasy hoodie still.
I actually imagine that since like this thing has started, Hayden's been being more and more clean, as reflected by the charisma upgrade after last session. Like he actually doesn't smell terrible.
Okay. Did he shave?
No.
Did well, he showered, right?
Yeah, he showered. He doesn't like
Okay, is he
have
still
gamer
wearing
fun.
his gamer getup?
Yeah, like same outfit. He's just like not smelly now.
Alright, Hayden, maybe you sit back for now. We need someone looking professional to meet with the cops.
Oh, I guess. Do you want me to like head back to the apartment or do anything? Maybe get food?
Yuzo, what do you want to do? You coming along?
I don't think so. I don't really like police stations. Let's say.
Alright.
That's completely fair, my man. Well, Yuzo,
Alright.
you can come back to Aego's apartment with me. We can play Smash Brothers.
Sure.
Epic.
Alright, just try not to smash the place.
I won't be able to investigate the scene of the crime until you can get
Wave dash?
an official thing from the defendant.
Well, Aego's gonna like wave his hand at it. Like he's not gonna say it out loud, but the implication is I don't need a warrant to like go check this stuff out.
You don't need
or
a
anything.
warrant. I have a forging machine. Silly.
And so
Like every lawyer.
he's just gonna say, "All right, I'll go check it out. I'll meet up with you when I'm done."
All right, man. Hey, get our boy out, all right?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And with that, he'll be driving off into the sunset.
Right, is that going to the police station then?
Yeah.
They found this guy
Right, so-
unconscious and assumed he committed murder. And I'd like to look at Hayden with their eyebrow cocked.
What did you say? I'm sorry?
I said, they found this guy unconscious in their house and assumed he committed the murder?
I don't know, man. Maybe he was, like, woken up or... I mean, shit, he could be lying to us, I guess. But I can't believe that Dave Buddy would be able to pull off a murder. That's why I'm thinking the Havoc Moon game had something to do with this. They must have done something to make him seem guilty and, like, framed him, you know?
That's possible.
I don't know. It's just... I'm a little nervous. I gotta admit, like, before we started working together, I had heard of Aego. I thought he was, like, this, like, really good lawyer, but the more I talked to him, the more
I
that
saw his Yelp reviews.
the more I talk to him, the more I kind of think that he's just, like, a big faker, you know?
I just sort of, like, blinked twice at Hayden and I'm like, you've heard of him?
I mean, I told you I was gonna be a lawyer. I did my research. He was supposed to be one of the biggest lawyers in Malerna City, but doesn't he just seem suspicious? I mean, burner phones, he has some weird legal defenses, always says we'll see where we get instead of showing any confidence, doesn't mention anything about charging prices.
When Hayden mentions burner phones, I, like, slowly look to the side.
Is something wrong?
No, absolutely not. And I ignore the fact that I have like 3 different burner phones on my person.
That's fair, but you're not a lawyer, so it's a little more okay. You could just be getting drugs, like a normal person.
Hey, OOC, I just like to mention that Aego did say he deferred the bill until this trial was done just now.
Yeah, that's true. Just say that. I don't know. The point is, aren't you a little suspicious if he's an actual lawyer or if he's just, like, got an elaborate ruse going on?
Suspicious, yes, but I also don't really care too much to investigate. Frankly, if anyone here is suspicious, it's probably been me, who's been walking around all of you guys with my obvious connections.
Oh, come on, Yuzo. We already know what's going on with you. I mean, all your connections, your training, your secretiveness, you're clearly a drug dealer.
Yeah. You got me.
Hey, it's okay, man.
Meanwhile, as Iago arrives at the police station, he arrives at the police station.
I'm glad I didn't crash into a car.
Dave Buddy's stand appears behind Iggy.
I filled this whole
Alright,
room with
what
vinegar.
do I see in this police station? Is it like, does it look super militarized, guns all out? Does it just look like a regular police station?
It's a regular police station.
Okay. Well, he's gonna try walking through the door then.
Yeah, well, you walk in, the door opens without issue. And the receptionist looks
no
up as you enter.
so far. This is going well.
Another high school USA, but with police.
Yeah, this one.
It's me, Johnny Rave, Percy Rave's older brother. I can control everything to do with this police station.
I mean, there is a band called The Police, although that'd be the least creative stand name of all time.
We've already used that one in Dark Side's Rainbow.
We did? Oh, that's right, we did. Which is canon.
So yeah, the receptionist looks up as you enter, I go.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm here to represent a client of mine. Dave Buddy is his name.
Oh, David Buddy! Yes, he's in the cell back there. They say he killed a person. Ain't that wacky?
Whacky. I'm not sure that's the word I'd use, but I'm certainly here to dispute that claim.
Oh, I see you're like a lawyer. Oh, that's so cute. He's back in the cell at the back. You just gotta go talk to him. But don't open the cell because he's under arrest for murder.
Alleged murder, Iago says, and then,
yes, of course.
and then I think he's gonna go towards the cell.
Have a toffee. She offers you a toffee.
This is definitely the villain of the arc. I have a feeling.
Is there a trash bin anywhere nearby?
There is.
Okay.
We keep it behind the desk, so because people, when they chew gum, they sometimes just put it in the bin when we want it under the desk most of the time, because that gives it texture.
Jesus
Right.
Christ.
I think he's gonna accept coffee, say, thank you, ma'am, much appreciated, and then he's just gonna use his stand of bugs to float the toffee into crumpling into bits and then just put it in the trash. He's not eating that.
You do so successfully.
Wait, could you repeat
Nothing
that?
happens. You do so successfully without issue.
Oh, okay.
It's fucked up. The lady offered you some coffee and you use your stand to dismiss it.
Could be poison.
The famous poison you at the police station tactic.
Hey, never trust the grannies.
That's true.
That's what I've learned in my career.
That's true.
Yeah,
But he's gonna go towards the cell.
Yeah. So as you approach, you see David throw himself against the bars, calling on them. Oh, Ego! I'm so glad to see you, my BFF. They keep saying I killed him. I didn't kill him. I kept telling them, but they kept making. Oh, he kept saying, "Oh, sure you didn't." But he said it in such a tone where it's like they think I did. What the hell, man?
Yeah, that is an interrogation. Yes. Are there any guards by the door or anything?
There is there seems to be a detective who just sort of finished talking to him himself. A sort of snide-looking man with a trench coat and hat.
Trench coat and hat. Kinda suspicious. Not trustworthy looking.
You're the pipsqueak they brought in to get this guy off. Huh? Sorry, I meant that in a legal sense, not in a sexual way.
What the fuck?
Is this guy 7 feet or something? What's with the pipsqueak part?
He's very big.
Alright.
Can we get an image reference for this guy?
You the guy charging this guy?
Well, I'm a police detective, so I'm just doing my job, You see a guy smashing a guy's head with a monitor, you got witnesses, you got no choice, you know what I mean, my man? He sort of pats you on the head.
He's gonna firmly grasp the guy's hand and wrench it off his head.
Oh, you got some sugar in you. Sorry, I meant vinegar.
What?
Vinegar. Oh. I think.
The name's Dick Manshoe. How's it going?
Well,
Do you have an image reference for this gentleman?
I don't.
Aw, damn.
Yeah, so that means he's not the culprit.
Yeah, that's true.
well, I think Ego recognizes this is quite a large dick, and
Nice.
he's gonna have to bide his time a bit for now. And so he's gonna say, "Yeah, we both have jobs to do now. I'd like to speak with my client, if that's all right with you."
Yeah, go ahead. Speak with your mouth, not with your hands. You know what I mean? I'll be grabbing some mineral water.
I changed my mind. This guy's the culprit.
This guy's definitely guilty of something, alright. Probably sexual harassment.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some mineral water. Give me a shout when you're done.
Alright,
I have to grab some mineral water.
Is he implying he's not going to investigate him until after the lawyer is gone? Because I think that's incredibly illegal.
Well, so they've already done their investigation.
okay, so I think
I think the advice here for Dave Buddy is simple. Tell him to shut the fuck up and not say anything for 36 hours so they have to release him.
He's been charged, though.
How?
You just said they've got a witness and proof.
Oh, fuck. He's been charged?
Yeah, that's why he needs to be defended.
Oh, God.
alright, so Ego's gonna just enter the cell, assuming it's like not or something.
Oh, my guy. You gotta hell. They keep saying they got a witness, but they can't have a witness because I didn't do it. You see, so we gotta use our IQ, I think, to prove that it wasn't me.
My IQ. But you said you were not. You said you were. Wait a minute. Ego's gonna look at the corners of the room, see if it looks to be any like audio recording device or anything.
It seems to be like an old cassette player. It seems like maybe the Dick Manshoe left it there.
Doesn't look to be like any tiny hidden microphone recording the conversation or anything.
None that you can see, but there is a security camera, as you'd expect, sort of in the corner of the cell.
I think just to be on the safe side, Ego's gonna send out some of his flaming lips and try and find like the wire for the camera. Maybe gnaw through it.
No worries, you do it easily.
All right.
Oh, you're using your bug things, right? Oh.
Ego's gonna like quickly like try and like put a hand over. Well, no, he's not gonna put a hand over it, but he's gonna like gesture with his finger like shh.
Oh, I got you. We gotta be quiet. Okay.
This is like in the fucking abridged to Dragon Ball where Krillin's like...
Yeah, when he does that.
Alright, so Dave, buddy, you said you were knocked out for about 20 minutes, right? Out cold?
Well, I don't know what happened. I walked in, I was moving the computer monitor over to where he wanted, and then next thing I know, I'm waking up 20 minutes later, stand up over the guy's body, then the police busted.
Anything in your hands when you woke up?
It's in my hands. No. That's why.
Any substances, fluids on you that weren't there when you went in?
No. The only drug I do, my friend, is caffeine and plenty of it. Hey. But seriously though, I don't want to go to prison for life.
I was gonna like lean up close and say, but there was no blood on your hands when like you came to, right?
Well, no, but there was plenty on the monitor. I mean, I saw that. They say I smashed it over his head and game ended him with it.
Game ended.
This is no place for gamer talk. Dave,
Sorry.
we're not Hayden here.
Oh. Where is Hayden? He's gonna help me, right?
He dropped out of law school.
Hayden playing Smash Melee with fucking Yuzo in the room.
So seems I'm the only hope you've got, David, buddy. So I'm gonna need you to cooperate with me.
Sure, whatever you say, my man. They
All
call me
right.
Dave Buddy because I'm everybody's buddy. You get me?
Oh.
Yeah. All right. And I think it's quickly becoming apparent to Ego that most likely what happened was some stand user or something took control of Dave Buddy, and that, like, physically speaking, Dave Buddy did commit murder. But one sec, and he's gonna try and text Havoc Moon guy again, saying, "Do I have what? How do I? What are the conditions for succeeding here? Do I gotta prove this guy innocent?"
There is no reply.
Son of a.
I think well, I guess you can't do an alibi because he was there and he has like a blank memory. I guess you could plead insanity, but that wouldn't make him innocent. That would just lower his sentence and put him in like a place.
All right, Dave, buddy. That
that's my
detective
name.
guy. What?
That's my name, yeah, Dave Buddy.
Good. Now, that detective guy, that Dick, said there was a witness. You know who that is?
From what they told me during the interrogation, there's like an apartment complex, and there's a hill on the other side where a lady could see through the window, and she saw me smashing the monitor over his head, which she could have because I didn't do it. So I don't know what's going on there.
All right. This is a long shot, but do you know anything about this lady? I'm guessing you don't, but it can't hurt to ask.
They didn't tell me any specifics, just that she's a lady and that she saw it. I mean, like, I like try to respect ladies, but I think she's full of crap.
Well, hold on, Stigma. They said her house was like across the hill from where he was, so maybe ask where he was?
I mean, wasn't it across the hill from like the murder scene, though, not like his house?
Yeah, but he knows where he was because he was already there before he blacked out.
All right, Dave, buddy. Where did this murder happen anyway?
It's an apartment complex. Yeah, it's on the GPS on my bike because I'm a Corey. You see, I use the GPS on the bike because I don't know my lefts and rights yet. I'm still a work in progress, but we all are.
No, we're not, Dave, buddy.
All right. Did they confiscate your bike by any chance?
I think it's like in the impound. They said they gave it back to me, but I haven't seen it. I'd love to ride it around in my cell. I ain't got much ego.
They got you in solitary confinement, eh?
Yeah, it's cruel and unusual punishment. They're cruel and unusual guys.
What? Say, you're he's gonna like air quote. Power is you're good with vinegar, right?
I can breathe and move unimpeded through any volume of vinegar. Yes.
All right. Just good to know. So, all right.
No?
It's certainly unique.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's one of a kind for sure.
I know.
But Dave, buddy. So here's the plan for now. I'm gonna go investigate the scene of the crime, get some evidence. You don't talk. You don't say anything. Got it?
Okay. I'll act as though my tongue was no longer present inside my mouth.
I think I was gonna consider that for a moment and decide, yeah, him not saying anything is still probably blissfully silence is probably better than him saying something dumb by a mistake. He just can try to like reject claims.
Yeah, always plead the fifth.
I'll be quiet as the grave, just like that guy that died.
You just stay quiet. Don't say things like that. The case is gonna get a hell of a lot easier to defend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, no one's ever really been nice to me like you before, Ego. You're a real one.
Yeah, I'm a very generous man, I know. In fact,
Oh.
like,
Thank you.
if you need some mental stimulation while you're keeping silent, just do some math, keep it sharp. I'll be sending the bill when this is all done.
Okay.
And he's gonna leave the room.
You do so. And
Right.
as you do, Dick Mancher approaches. Hey, just a word of advice. I think you're wasting your time here. The prosecution's the biggest guy in the States.
You talking about you referring to yourself?
No, I'm a detective. How would I be prosecutor? What the fuck are you talking about, you little man? I'm talking about the prosecutor for the case, Damien Damocles.
Damien Damocles.
Yeah, they call him the long sword of the law.
For a second, I thought you were gonna
say
say Damien Drake.
I understand the reference. Dick.
I hope you were calling me by name there, because otherwise I'd have had to brutalize you.
I mean, you said that's your name, ain't it?
Yeah, it's Richard. My friends call me Dick, and my lovers call me D. You can't call me any of those, though. Call me Detective.
All right, you know it's what. So are you off the case now, then, Dick?
I got all the evidence we need. This case is iron shut. There's no iron put into a box.
Oh yeah, this guy
hardest
said
thing
something
we'll
about
mention.
vinegar earlier. Is he drinking some vinegar thing now, or?
What? Vinegar? No, I said you got vinegar in you, like you got spunk, kid. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
I've never had
He's-
vinegar in my life.
I think I was gonna briefly summon a single fly of flaming lips and have buzz in front of his face, see if he reacts to it.
He does not react to it.
He's gonna he's gonna send it into his ear, see if he hears Stan buzzing at all.
So you're just gonna keep staring at me like you're giving up already? You're gonna have a white flag of the courtroom? Can you do that in court? Who knows? I'm not a lawyer.
Your bugs attack his eye and then be like, looks like you're the one who looked away first.
Hey, that's a user move. I ain't no egg. But no, you just have such beautiful eyes, Dick. And he's gonna take his single fly back out of his ear.
Hey, he puts a heavy hand on your shoulder. Sometimes it's nice to receive compliments. You ain't so bad, little man.
Yeah, you too. And
You too? What? Oh, okay.
yeah, you ain't so bad as you said.
Iago Dick romance arc?
And,
So what, you gonna just stand here? You got some place to be?
What the fuck is that?
he's gonna. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to say. So where as his representative, I believe I should know where exactly his alleged crime took place.
Didn't he tell you?
He didn't give a specific address, just said it was on his GPS. I'd rather just
yeah.
have to find the light.
Right, okay. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. You going for the GPS location?
No, he's asking the detective directly that, as the legal representative, he ought to know where this alleged crime happened specifically.
It's on Mulberry Street. Hey, what can I say? It's a nice street, but sometimes bad things happen everywhere. You ever been to Disneyland? Once Mickey Mouse got shanked over there. Fucked up. That shit ain't Disney.
Yep, that shit ain't Disney.
Oh, Jesus.
I think, yeah, Aigo will be going now that he's finished buddying up the detective. Never hurts to
Okay.
have the law on your side.
Right, okay.
Wait, Your Honor, he said I had beautiful eyes. You can't arrest this man.
There's good in him, I can see it.
This goodness lawyer, anyway.
Right, okay, so you heading straight to the crime scene. You're gonna get your friends, your associates. How's this work?
Actually, now that I think about it, he's gonna. Oh yes, I forgot to ask. Say, you mentioned there was a witness, right?
Yeah, of course.
And she's some woman, right?
Yeah, Sarah Visage. She was walking a dog when she saw it through the window. Fucked up that she saw it like that.
Well, saw it from the window, so she was right outside the scene of the crime.
No, let me lay out the layout of the crime scene here for you, my friends. So this is an apartment building, right? And we're on the
Yeah.
3rd floor where the crime took place. Next to the apartment building, there's a hill that goes up, and there's a road on that hill. And she was walking across that hill from where she had a perspective of the 3rd floor window, where she saw the crime in question ensue.
Huh. She look her, this girl. You said you love beautiful women, Dick.
Hey, I'm professional. You don't go like that.
Ah, okay. OOC. Okay, that tactic didn't work. I was trying to get him give details about the witness to try and make finding her easier. OOC, but that didn't work.
You gotta understand, when you're in the legal business, let me give you some advice. You gotta be respectful of other people, okay? You can't go saying that kind of thing.
Based.
Hey, just
Keep it in mind, okay?
yeah, just keeping it social. And I think that now that didn't work, he's gonna just go and leave the. Wait. Actually, no. There's one more thing.
Okay.
He's gonna go talk to the secretary again.
Oh,
she was
when you're back.
She was like an old. How old does she look?
She's like 60.
Does she seem like she's senile at all?
Not really. I mean, like, you can't visibly see.
What the fuck?
Like, well, I don't know what that looks like, but no.
Okay, never mind then.
You think senility is like a rash that grows on your skin?
Okay, so I guess OOC, the plan of trying to ask where they keep their files and then sending bugs to take some evidence isn't gonna work.
I think
You're gonna steal evidence?
Yeah,
What
just info on where the witness might live.
Dude, we can just... They said she was on the hill across from the apartment. I'm sure we can figure it out.
It could be a big hill. I want to search the entire street.
Lazy lawyer.
You're like
Efficient.
literally the worst lawyer of all time.
Right, so
He's gonna go just leave the apartment now. He's gonna rendezvous he's gonna assume they're still at his apartment. He's gonna rendezvous there.
Right, okay. You arrive just as the end of Subspace Emissary is approaching in the campaign. What's everyone up to?
Oh man, Sonic the Hedgehog is in this game?
Yeah, I know, right? Wait, is he in Melee? Hold on.
He's in Brawl.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Sonic is not in
Maybe-
Melee.
Yeah, we're playing Melee.
Oh. Oh, okay.
This is a modded version.
Yeah, this is a modded version. We put in all the Brawl characters so you can play Solid Snake, Smile.
There is some mod like that.
What'd you say?
I said I guarantee you that there is some mod like that for
Oh,
Melee.
yeah. Absolutely. Man, you're not half bad at this, Yuzo. I wouldn't have pegged you as a gamer.
I play pretty casually. I don't really have a lot of time to spend on things.
Right, I figured as much, but, you know, after spending some time with you, I can tell you're pretty good at reading people, and if you think about it, that's really all fighting games is. It's just reading your opponent and trying to make the right moves and predict what they're gonna do. You don't necessarily have to have extreme reflexes as long as you can read your opponent.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
So, you mentioned you were an investigator, right?
I'm licensed investigator, but it's really just to support other occupations.
Right. I'm really curious. I mean, you're so young, but you seem to have an awful lot of qualifications. What made you want to be an investigator, or get an investigation authorization, rather? What other occupations would require that? Like, you weren't a cop or anything, were you?
Absolutely not, no. I'm not at liberty to talk about much of my work history, but...
Non-disclosure agreements?
Yeah, sure. But I guess you could say I had someone to live up to.
Role model, huh? I don't think I've ever really had one of those. If anything, I've had more of the opposite, if I'm being honest. What's it like, you know? What'd you say?
I said, what does that mean?
Well, you know, it's just... it's not really worth getting into. What's it like, though? Like...
I just said, alright.
What's it like, though, like, having someone you can look up to, I mean?
When they're not around anymore, it gets lonely.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Did they pass away?
Yeah.
I just kind of, Hayden raises his arm for a second. He's very awkward about it, because he's not really good at being social, but he kind of puts his hand on Yuzo's shoulder for like a second, and then takes it off.
I just sort of like nod and respond.
I imagine this is the point where Iago arrives at the apartment.
For sure.
He's gonna walk in, and first thing he does is kind of sit down on a couch and say, "Well, we're boned."
What does that mean?
So, David Buddy, our suspect, he's going to the murder scene to deliver a monitor, right? Some computer parts, he says.
Right.
He gets knocked out cold for 20 minutes, wakes up 20 minutes later, says he can't remember what happened, but he's standing by the victim with a bloody monitor in his hands, and there's a witness who can attest to this.
He got controlled by a fucking stand, didn't he?
He's gonna whistle, and he's gonna say, "Bingo."
Well, I would guess as much too, but I mean, stands aren't things most people know about or can see. There's no way that's going to hold up in court. I think the only way that realistically we're going to be able to fix this, outside you pulling some illegal crap, is if we do a little investigating, figure out who the real murderer is, and then either get them to confess or prove it somehow in a court of law. Because I don't think, if he was truly controlled by a stand, then there's no way anything we use evidence-wise is going to help out.
If we had a stand of our own that can control people, it would be so much easier.
Jesus!
What?
You want to control people to win a court case? Doesn't that seem kind of fucked up?
Okay, that's not what I said, Hayden. I simply said that if we did have one, this case would be easier to solve.
What do you mean?
Whether that would be a good method, I did not suggest either way.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess the first thing we should do is go head to the crime scene and see what we can find. Yeah, maybe we could talk to this witness?
Well, the witness is still fairly confidential, I'm afraid. Witness protection and all that.
Did they not tell you at all where she saw it from?
Gave me a location, a hill high enough to look into a third-story window where crime happened, and they said she was a woman walking her dog, but that didn't say anything about where she actually lives, what she looks like.
Wait,
Should
over
just
on
be from
Mulberry
our
Street,
neighborhood.
right? That's over on Mulberry
could you-
Street, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I know where that is. I bet we could ask around the neighbors. I'm sure someone would recognize her and we could figure it out.
It seems like a long shot. She could be from half the city away, just going on a long walk, but
I doubt that.
seems like the best shot we've got.
Um,
Yeah, unlikely. Most people tend to stick to their own neighborhood to walking a dog.
Yeah, especially in Malerna City, with how busy everyone is, no one's got time to walk that long, let's be real.
Right.
Actually,
okay.
you know what? Because I'm familiar with the area, do I know if there's any CCTVs over there? Because we're in, like, the crazy future?
I don't think you'd be that familiar with the CCTV network in that area.
That's fair, that's fair. You know what, never mind. That's a completely fair point. Yeah, let's go investigate. Let's see if there's any homes around and anyone we can knock on some doors and ask about, because I'm sure someone's seen her at some point.
I suppose let's go then.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, how are you getting there? You just taking the car, or...?
Yeah, driving.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, you arrive before long. It's an uneventful trip. You arrive there, so it's sort of... The main part of Mulberry Street is the big apartment complex, of course, with the hill next to it that would allow someone to see through the third-story window. So there's around 30 apartments in that complex there, so the third floor is the top floor of that.
Oh, jeez.
Is there like police state around like the entrance
There
to the
is.
apartment?
Yeah, like the last one over, there's like police tape over the door. There's a there's a cop in patrol uniform outside, sort of looking around suspiciously. It seems like he's been given this job to guard the crimes. He's taking it very seriously.
I think we just kind of avoid the apartment for now and go ask around about the lady walking her dog.
I think I got a way to check out the scene, and he's gonna
Well,
and it's a two-part plan. So he's gonna like have a single fly buzz in front of the cop to see if he reacts.
hold on. We're legally allowed to investigate the scene if we're working for the defense. Like, if you just give me a court order that allows me to, I can just go in.
Yeah, can't you do that? He's right.
We could, but it's been what, 2 hours? We don't have a court order yet, and it'll take time. Time we don't have.
If you can just go to Dave Buddy and get him to sign like a piece of paper, like, yeah, these guys are the defense.
Can we just assume he retroactively
Anyway,
did that?
Aiga will send out his Flaming Lip Swarm to remotely view the plants.
The crime scene?
Yeah, he's gonna just close his eyes and like look through his swarm instead.
Yeah, so it's sort of the apartment is sort of very techy, sort of a neat sort of environment. So it's one of Hayden's people. Looks like there's a bit of a gaming rig. There's already 3 monitors with the 4th on the floor where the murder weapon has been dropped. And next to sort of the chalk outline of the body in question, sort of sprawled out on the floor. So the monitor section of the glass at the front is smashed, and there's blood around the edges of that of sort of corners of the screen. And there's lots of books, just sort of lots of... The light seems to be off. The bathroom is filthy.
Does he have a
And,
webcam?
There is no webcam now, but there seems to be some sort of device on the door. It looks like some sort of new thing they've come out with recently. It sort of tracks someone going in, someone going out, and sort of marks it on this little screen.
Well, there you go. That's a good place to start.
It didn't react to Flaming Lips entering, right?
It didn't.
Okay.
And there's a little, like, on the screen is, like, right now a pause icon, so it seems they paused it at some point during the investigation.
So it's paused.
Is there anywhere he can see the logs out? Like, it would feed into his computers, right?
Yes, there's no little monitor where the results are listed in sort of the basic one with that. So usually that would go straight through to a program where it would, like, fancy it up a little bit. Like, someone came in at so-and-so time, but on this more basic sort of thing. This is sort of the what comes up for the day.
Oh, 11011.
So that means two people, or one person came in, then one person came out.
Yeah, does O mean leave or enter?
I don't know what could it mean?
That's what's important here. That means either 2 people came in and 4 left.
That's how this works.
I'm assuming
I'm just telling you what's on there, what's on the screen.
I'm assuming it's 1 person left, 2 people came in because he probably left to do whatever. Then he came back home, then someone came in, then someone left, and then 2 people came in, presumably the cops investigating.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand how this thing works. Like, out of character, what?
It could also be... Well, there's symbols, assumedly, for someone leaving and someone entering. Alternatively, someone came in, 2 people left, assuming someone teleported in, and then someone came in, 2 people left. But I think the other one makes more sense.
If this was recorded like by the day, there could have been a sleepover.
Maybe.
Could be a what?
A sleepover.
Oh yeah, do we know, like, are the logs timed? Like, is this just for today, or is this, like, over?
That is just for the day of the murder, it seems.
Okay. So there's, like, a timestamp.
Yeah.
Okay, let me write this down. I actually have a notebook and a paper and pencil handy. So...
Added to court record!
Can I go see, like, any time, like, the timestamps, so, like, I don't know, whatever time, PM, or anything like that?
Not on those logs itself. As I said, those are sort of the base information on that. But what you did have on the GPS that's...
While Hayden and I can't do any investigating because he's too lazy to go get the fucking split.
Right. Yeah, I guess...
forget what I was about to say, because you didn't actually have the GPS, you just got directions, so never mind.
Hang on, I'm going to take a picture of what I wrote down real quick so you have a visual of what I'm thinking, instead of just me explaining it vocally, which is a little weird.
Yeah, the people on the podcast would hate that.
Yeah. Well, no, I did it, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, it'll be easier to visualize. Let me post it real quick. So this is what I'm looking at. Sorry for the bad quality. So you could pick either path, and it'll be either enter, leave, enter, leave, or leave, enter, leave, enter. But assuming that we know he came in first, I think it would be enter first. So it would be enter, leave, enter, leave. But that implies someone else had to have been present that left after. How big is this apartment, by the way? Is it like a one room?
Darnell,
it's one room, one bathroom.
You're putting a lot of work into, like, trying to explain all the different ways this could come out. I don't see why we can't Google this in universe.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have some fun doing, like, the detective thinky parts of it. Like, I'm trying to treat it like a puzzle. But, I mean, I guess we could Google it in universe. I also am curious, are there any windows in this apartment, Tan? You said it was on the 3rd story up.
There is a window.
Which way does it face?
Towards the hill.
I'm going to check for a fire escape.
There is one. It's not connected directly to this apartment, but there's one on the side of the building.
Okay, so it's not like it doesn't lead to the window, and there's no, like, scaffolding to climb.
No.
So, realistically, if someone were to enter, they had to have already been there, or they'd have to have some ability to teleport. Assuming it's enter, leave, enter, leave. So, let me write that down in my notebook. Meanwhile, I guess, yeah, I'll go with Jack's suggestion and Google, see if we can find what those inputs mean with the system.
So you find out sort of where that comes from fairly easily. So it's sort of a specialized product, the door thing. It does usually feed to a second device that sort of gives more information, but it's from Second Sun Tech Solutions. O stands for out, I stands for in.
Okay, so it's leave, enter, leave, enter. Also, I think Hayden sees Second Sun Tech Solutions and he kind of tenses up a little. And he does not want to think about that group. Okay, so this is hold on. So it's leave, enter, enter, leave, enter, enter. So that doesn't help us too much because that means someone left, presumably him, to go do something. 2 people entered, him to go play games, and then our courier, and then 1 person left, and then 2 people entered, presumably the cops.
This doesn't really take a whole lot. Like, it's a good note to have, but right now there's nothing that this can help us with.
Yeah, agreed. I think we just focus on going and figuring out more about this witness and seeing exactly what she saw. Because if she was all the way on the hill, maybe she only saw a silhouette do the murder.
I would still like to go into the house and investigate. I also want to look at, like, the order. Like, if the Havoc Moon game is absolutely involved in this somehow, I would actually like to look into the order itself, like if it was legitimate or not.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Yeah, which order? The one I received, or?
You know what?
The order for a monitor.
Am I able to am I able to pick up the network at the apartment?
You are there, yes.
I'm gonna try and see if I can't get into the victim's Wi-Fi network and see if I can check his, like, Amazon order history or whatever he used.
There is a recent order for a monitor there.
Anything else, though?
Is now been delivered. So it's like, that's the most recent one. It sort of stretches back a lot of techie stuff. And a lot of it seems to be paid for using sort of like an employee discount code of some kind.
Employee discount, you say?
Yes.
Do I see a name associated to this device?
Oh.
You know, like how people are like
so the
using
name of the
Tanhony
person
on the
associated with
computer?
the device is a... Oh, sorry?
You know how, like, on a computer you name your user and it's like Tanhony's... Hello?
Cutting out a lot.
Oh, no! Oh, shit!
He's fading.
Okay, so the... Oh no, I hope I'm still recording. I am still recording. Okay, guys, so I am in a very bizarre place right now, where my internet just went out. Yep. Oh, it's coming back though. Hold on. It's coming back with a vengeance.
Wait, can you not
All right. Hello?
Hi.
I was recording that whole time, so things should be weird. My internet just went out for like 2 seconds and then came back.
Yeah, no worries.
So
what were you asking?
So you know how, like, on a device you might name your username like Tanhony or Darnell or whatever on your computer. Like, what is the name associated to this device, or is it just like desktop dash val jaj?
So it seems the name of the user is an Emerald Deed.
Emerald Deed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna, look up on Facebook first, and then maybe I'll look through some of my gamer communities, see if that's like a familiar name.
You can't find it in any of your gamer communities. There's a couple of references to a famous white hat hacker who went by the name Ms. Deed. Ms. Deeds.
Nice. Interesting. So he was like a penetration specialist?
If you want to phrase it like that.
That's not a naughty thing, that's like pen test specialist. Okay. So, if he worked for Second Son, that means he was...
I mean, he played...
That means if he worked for Second Son, he was like their cybersecurity tester, probably. Which I think is another thing that makes Hayden wrinkle his nose a little bit. Are you there, Tan?
Yeah.
So he's thinking, because he really doesn't want to have to contact the company if he can avoid it. So, I think there might not be a way to avoid this lead. I think he has a lead that we can go on, Hayden does, but I would like to see if Iago and Yuzo can find anything else with, like, maybe the witness or something before we have to resort to that.
I would love to go into the house, but Iggy...
Yeah, Iggy, can you go get a court order, please?
Can we just retcon that he did this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to wait the days for the court order. Time suddenly shifts and you have a court order. How mysterious.
He did it.
Yeah, I did all the way back when I was in the police HQ.
Wow, how competent.
I remember.
Yeah, let's step
You guys
inside.
just got in the fucking front door. But before that, I just sort of like look at Hayden's as he's like hacking into the Wi-Fi, and he's like, "Hey, do you write those codes yourself?"
No, I mostly use scripts, Metasploit, stuff made by communities. I kind of understand computer science a little, but I'm too busy gaming,
I could take a look at them for you. I have a degree in computer science.
You're an investigator and you have a degree in computer science?
Yeah?
Wow, you're really overqualified. I mean, I'd be happy if you could help me improve them. I mean, these things have limitations.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I'd like to ideally prevent you from being tracked in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple proxy networks set up, but it's just some basic stuff. Something more concrete would be nice.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it later. Anyways, we go inside. After these, even more suspicious.
Yeah, so it's dark in the room. The lights are off. The cop lets you in once he sees the court order. There's the bloody monitor on the ground, sort of reserved in the position of the crime, with a little evidence tags, like a 1 next to it. There's the body outline has been put in with chalk. Bookshelves line the walls, like computer science books and network security. Some books hanging out, like one almost falling down to the ground.
So what are our limitations here? We can't, touch anything, right?
Not unless you're very sneaky about it.
Right. Legally, I mean, we can't touch anything.
Yeah, legally, you're not allowed to.
I think Hayden's going to try to stay within the bounds of the law as much as possible. He's just going to see whatever his eyes see, whatever basically is within sight.
We should have like an inspector watching us too.
What the heck did you just say?
I said it probably should be fine if we're wearing like gloves when we touch evidence, so we don't leave fingerprints or obscure fingerprints. And
I thought the idea more was as members of the defense, we might alter the evidence so we're not allowed to, rather than contamination.
That's why I'm us.
Right. Is there a cop observing us, Tan?
There is, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys got
go
any?
right out the door.
In that case, I think Yusa's got the right idea. Do any of you guys have gloves on you?
I'm already putting on, I'm taking off my fingerless gloves and I'm putting on, those, disposable kind of gloves that you wear in, labs and stuff.
So that makes sense, and you should still do that, but I love the idea that, instead of that, you just put thimbles on your fingers on your fingerless gloves, and that's completing the gloves. Face claim for the cop, that is not the cop. The cop is not the nostalgia critic.
Well, he's wearing a police uniform, obviously.
Oh boy, I sure hope he didn't make a
sort
video
of face
about...
he's making.
I sure hope he didn't make a video about...
murder, so you don't have to.
Golly. I'm very curious about Emirelli Deed and his relation to Second Son.
Yeah.
For someone who's supposed to be a cybersecurity specialist, it was sure easy as fuck to get into his network.
I also, after this, want to talk to the person who did the autopsy and see the autopsy report.
Autopsy! Oh, shit!
I love autopsy!
No, you reminded me, Hackerman, Aigo, ask for, okay, there's a procedure they have to follow, but we can ask for a cop...
We should be able to request for an autopsy report and question the person who did the autopsy.
Oh, well, but I was gonna say we should ask for a forensic copy of the hard drive, because I could recover files and see if there's anything deleted on there. That might give us information. Autopsy is a program you can use to recover, deleted files and go through encrypted shit.
Well, yes, I would like to say that Aigo had requested a copy of the forensic report.
Yeah. Well, a forensic examination files they use a write blocker so they don't write over the hard drive, and then they take a copy of the hard drive and give it to the defense or the prosecution or whatever.
So yeah, you have received access to this when you took the case.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to pop open my laptop, plug that in, and run Autopsy and see if there are any deleted files on this computer.
So it seems he was in the habit of regularly sort of deleting his files. So you get quite a bit of sort of normal emails, normal documents, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You do get an email. The most recent one seems to have been deleted as well from a couple of days ago.
You said he didn't delete a lot, right? But this one is deleted?
He did. He deleted quite frequently.
Oh, okay.
Let me just get that here.
Guys should have used the solid state drive.
Sorry about this. I just have to. I wasn't expecting this. This is a skill spec, so I have to type up the email.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm using my hacker man knowledge of cybersecurity to do bullshit. In case you guys didn't know, a little bit of computer knowledge for you at home. Unless you have a solid state drive, when you delete something, it's not actually deleted. Your memory on your computer is set up into like these things called sectors. And information is written in the sectors, and until they're written over, like a new file is saved and uses that cluster in a sector, the data in that cluster still remains, so you can pull up deleted files or partial deleted files, and you can find stuff. They do it all the time in forensic examination. In fact, there's a funny story. There was like a serial killer who, like, for 20 or 30 years had, like, been getting away with it. They were calling him, like, a second Zodiac killer. He killed, like, 10 people. And then in, like, the 90s or early 2000s, he sent a floppy disk with, like, a Word document to the cops, and they were immediately able to pull up, like, his address and information on deleted files and track him down after all that time. After all his riddles and bullshit in the newspaper and whatnot. It was so... It's like, a pretty famous case. So just know that on your computer, nothing's ever really deleted unless you fucking smash that hard drive to pieces, Smile.
I would like to add on to what someone else says. When you delete something, it's not like you've gone to look for it. You're just telling your computer to ignore it.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the most recent email, Hayden.
Subject
this
update.
turned into a computer stream.
Content. Thanks again for your help with the server issues, champ, short for champion, and the other. See, the crazy thing here is, like, the way Tanhony writes NPCs, they all talk the same in, like, this very bizarre thing, and I'm wondering if they're all controlled by a hive mind.
That's just how I talk, I'm sorry.
No, but, like, when you do stuff like champ, short for champion, like, every character doesn't know human language, I love it.
It's just a Tanism.
Yeah.
I like abrupt jab at Tanhony's writing.
No, Tanhony's writing's fine. I just mean, like, all the NPCs sort of have that kind of, like, vibe to them. I wonder if it's, like, a Malerna City culture thing. Like,
of course, yeah.
Like a post irony culture. Where everything is explained, and it's like, there's so many layers of irony, people don't even care anymore. Thanks again for your help with the server issues, champ, short for champion, and the other matter. You've more than earned your vacation time. Hope to see you well rested when you get back. Bradley Wright, Second Son Tech Solutions, Chief Executive Officer. Yeah, that's my brother. He's
the apple fell kind of far from the tree, eh?
Yeah, he's the CEO of Second Son Tech Solutions. I don't really want to talk about it.
Ignoring the fact ignoring the familiar relation, he's getting an email directly from the CEO, and it's an email he specifically deleted.
Yeah, very interesting that he would go over that. That makes me think that this was, actually, knowing my brother, it wouldn't surprise me if this had something to do with corruption in company politics. Let me, let's see what I can find. I'm gonna go back a little bit in the email and see if I can find any other mention, or maybe any notes on his computer about server issues or any work he did. I'm gonna check the app cache to see what applications he's opened and used.
So the most recent one before that email was leagueoflegends.exe. There's no trace of him doing anything in terms of server issues there. At least not from this place.
Yeah, so he must have done it from the actual workplace, yeah. Okay.
Gold was the highest rank in league, right? This guy is saying he's higher than me.
What? What'd you say? I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
I was making a joke like, hey, Hayden, I thought you said gold was the highest rank in league. What's this guy's rank? And it's like max.
I guess I could open his league, but
You see that he is one rank above you.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
this guy's platinum? That's fucked up.
Yes.
Huh? Hey, I thought you said this was like the Olympics.
It is! Good. He must have hacked with his hacker powers. Shut up. So I want to see if, partially for investigation, partly for my own curiosity, if he has any other emails. I'm going to search his email for frombradley.w@sstech.org.
There doesn't seem to be any directly from the CAO on this, apart from that one.
It's very bizarre. I kind of close up and I go, well, I've got a lead, but I'd really prefer if we don't follow it. But if we can go to my brother's company, and, I mean, their chief cybersecurity official is basically dead, so I'm sure it would be a little easier to get in. We might be able to find some information about what might have happened, maybe. Or at least some information about the guy in question who died. But
What makes you think they'd help us, though? They got a suspect already.
they wouldn't. And
We might have to do something sketchy.
the thing is, the only reason I know we could even get in is because my brother would use it as an opportunity to rag on me, but he would let me into the company, and then if we could sneak off, we'd be able to get the info. I mean, I wouldn't be able to, but I could maybe, you said you know about computer science, Yuzo. I'm sure you could run some of my scripts and figure it out.
Talks about sneaking off. I do raise my hand in acknowledgement, and I'm like, yep. Not to mention, I've already made it quite clear that my style is a bit more discreet.
So that's one option, and I won't take it off the table, but I'm going to ask you guys, as my co-workers in the Havoc Moon game, if we could at all avoid dealing with my brother and Second Sun Tech Solutions, I would appreciate it. I think our other option is we can go try to figure out who this witness was and talk to them. And our third option, I guess, would be if we can figure out where the CCTV network is in Mulberry Street. We might be able to catch something on the cameras, but I think that's a long shot because the cops probably would have already gotten to it.
Yeah, there's... For now, it probably is better that we stick to talking to the witness and the immediate surroundings, because I don't even think we're finished investigating here. But...
Yeah, I think it might be best, if we respected Hayden's feelings and we steered right clear of Second Sun Tech for now.
Iggy, I don't trust you when you say that, but I was thinking more along the lines of we can't really be chasing every conspiracy we come across.
Indeed. I think we're going to find more concrete info if we can just hear exactly what the witness saw, and at least have an understanding of what their testimony is for your upcoming case, if possible.
Yeah. Right now, we need to focus on getting Dave Buddy cleared.
Yeah. At the very least, if we could get him on bail, that would be a huge help, I think.
So we might as well go check out the Hill witness then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by that, I guess we go there and we start asking around, knocking door to door about this lady.
So,
well, there's that I do stick around the house and just keep probing around like fucking Columbo.
Nice.
So what are you doing to probe?
It's just non-specific. Don't worry about it right now. I just think it's an in-character thing for Yuzo to stay behind and just keep investigating the background.
Okay. So, so it only takes a little bit of asking around before you found out where Sarah Visage lives. She's in another nearby apartment complex, number 202.
Well, that was simple.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose time to get a knocking then.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm kind of sweating a little bit because I've gotten a little bit better recently, but I'm not really looking forward to talking to people face to face, in large volumes. But
I think Aigo's gonna notice this and he's gonna see the nervousness on Hayden's face. He's gonna ask, you think you want to sit this one out, Hayden? You're looking a bit not good.
I'll be fine. Maybe you should take the lead on this.
Right. You know, I'll be the face.
Right,
So
you be the face, I'll be the brain. Smile.
Yeah, that's not how it works, buddy. So, well, he's gonna go on knocking.
Right, after a couple of knocks, you hear someone come to the door and open it. It's a young woman with like a beehive black hair and with a handbag and a little silent dog staring at you from it.
Hold on, what does beehive black hair mean?
Like a chihuahua in your handbag?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Or like a silenced chihuahua.
Wait, she casted a silence on and it can't use spells?
Exactly. But she's got like a Marge Simpson but with black hair.
Interesting.
Oh, hello. Are you here about the crime?
Yes, good evening, ma'am. My associates and I are investigating the case.
Oh, what a tragedy. She puffs on a cigarette. I doubt I'll ever recover from what I witnessed that day.
Yes. Does it look like she's inviting us to like take a seat inside or anything?
She's just standing in the doorway. It does not seem so.
I guess we're just standing in the doorway then.
Excuse me, ma'am. I hope it's not a bother, but we were wondering if you could tell us a little more about what you saw.
Well, you see, I was taking my little Pedro down the street for a little walk. He doesn't like to use his legs so much because he's royalty, but I like to take him through the open areas, you understand.
Okay.
And while I was crossing, I happened to look to the left of myself and see through the window the most horrible crime. The young man in question lifting the monitor over his head, smashing it down with both hands. Awful. I called the police. Pedro tried to eat my cell phone, but I managed to get it off him and call him.
Could you tell me what the young man looked like?
Wait, I could see. I was shown a photograph of the man in question. It was bright, so I was able to see that it was indeed that man, yes.
So could be able
to...
You'd be able to say any characteristics you noticed about him then, right?
Of course.
Without the picture in front of you?
Of course I could.
Could you name one for me?
Okay. And he had hair, long, short hair.
I think
sort of.
I want to ask really... Yeah?
I think while this is going on, Ego's gonna sketch like a picture of some random like dude who looks nothing like David Buddy.
Yeah, I want to ask real quick.
That's him. That's the man in question.
Yeah, okay. So you didn't really get a good look at him then.
What? Are you trying to insinuate I need glasses?
No, I'm just saying you were on a hill like several hundred feet away and you saw through a window.
Now, Hayden, let's not belittle this fine.
Oh, sorry, I'm not.
Young lady's eyesight here.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to. You have very
now,
great eyes. Very lovely.
Like present the random bullshit sketch. Was this the man you saw?
Of course, I recognize his demeanor.
Of course.
That is not the same man.
The arrogance and bloodlust he demonstrates. Oh, well, it's not a very good drawing, so it's more like a Rorschach test, the way I saw it.
I think, ma'am, and I don't mean to, offend you in any way, but this is the difference between a man going to prison or not. So perhaps it would be better not to testify if you're not sure what he looked like.
What? I'm afraid the police have already requested I testify. I don't even know who you are. You're like a little man.
I'm not a little man. Well, I guess I'm kind of short, but...
He is an intern of mine.
I can tell. He's got that look to him. He's got that demeanor. I'm an expert in body language, you see. I can tell because you lift your hand up. You're used to getting coffee.
What?
You ever read
Poison.
Sherlock Holmes?
This is going from like the witness is clueless to like I'm almost wondering if she's like maliciously stupid.
No, I think it's just regular stupid.
Okay. So we know that her testimony isn't reliable, which means that it may not be mind control after all. It could very easily...
We don't need her to, like, provide, the best testimony. We just need her to provide testimony that supports us.
Well, I think rather than focusing on manipulating her, we should focus on the fact that if it wasn't mind control, maybe we can prove with physical evidence it was someone else who committed the murder.
You see, that sounds like what a non-slimy lawyer would say.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna let... I'm gonna say as much. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna let Iego, my friend here, take over. I'm just the intern after all. I've gotta go get coffee. And I'm gonna go to the hill.
I knew it.
And I'm gonna try to look through the window and see, like, how good of a look I can get. Because Yuzo's still there, right? I'm gonna call him and ask him to, like, go... I'm gonna ask him to stand, like, around the front door, like, where the murder would have happened. And I'm gonna see if I can see him well through the window.
So you call Yuzo? Yuzo,
Yeah.
do you answer?
After doing my little thing over there, I pick up the phone of phone call from Hayden. I'm like, hello, this is Al's Pizza Parlor.
Hey, Al's Pizza Parlor. Can you do me a favor? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, sure.
Could you stand near the front door around where the murder supposedly happened?
Yep. And I just stroll on over there with like one of my hands, like just kind of jutting out of my pocket, and my phone like held over my ear. Is this good?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that spot on the hill and look through the window. Like, can I even make out his face?
You can see the silhouette of him, but because the lights are off and it's dark, that's pretty much all you can make out.
I guess you're trying to see if the witness can see from there, and let me tell you, you're not very visible to me right now.
Yeah, same for you. And the woman, we showed her a completely random sketch. Like, Iego did a completely random sketch, and she also said that was the guy. She clearly doesn't know who it was. She's just going...
Bear in mind, the lights are off here, so that you don't know if they're off on the day, to be fair.
Yeah, but we know that I can still confirm about the sketch thing. So we know that she clearly didn't get a good look, or she's just extremely stupid. And I relay as much to you, though.
Turn on the lights.
The lights aren't working.
Oh, good.
Wait, that's interesting, because we know his computer works, so he has power, he just doesn't have working lights.
Hold on, that mixed with the thing with Tan saying we didn't know if the lights were on. Did Tan forget to mention that the lights were broken, or...?
There's no reason for you to know.
Are the light bulbs, when he looks up, broken, or are they just not turning on?
The light burnt out.
You know what? And you mentioned the guy was passed out with the monitor smashed, right?
Who's the guy in this?
Chili Pepper.
The guy that got murdered, sorry.
Well, he passed out, he was dead, so...
No, sorry, Dave Buddy passed out. The guy who was murdered, smashed. I'm wondering, because it mentioned the light bulbs are burned out, if he used some sort of like electricity stand or ability to teleport in, because then he wouldn't have showed up on the leave, enter, leave monitor, right? And then he teleported out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Yeah, I actually unironically think maybe it's something along the lines of Red Hot Chili Pepper. Very, very interesting. But, hold on. She said she saw a silhouette, so I'm gonna go back to the lady real quick.
Oh, welcome back. Iago was just telling about the time that he made a lot of money at the casino.
Iago?
Please don't talk to me about casinos right now.
You were saying no such thing, Iago.
It was a true story.
I jumped straight to the point. I schmooze and bullshit with the lady for a second, and then like I quickly pop out Slothrust behind me and see if she reacts.
She does not react.
Okay, so she cannot see stands, and she did see a silhouette smash the thing over his head. That much from where she was standing, she'd be able to see because you mentioned you could see a vague silhouette.
Yes, you can see silhouettes. Frequently.
So either she saw him handing the monitor over, or she saw a physical presence, not a stand smashing him. So if it was a teleport, then he teleported the physical body in. This is all very, very interesting. I have to use the bathroom really badly, but we're in the middle of recording, so I'm going to try and hold it. But just know, audience, I am in pain.
Look what he does for you.
There's a lot of things to think about here. And I think, unless Iago has anything specific he wants to ask her about, it might be good to flash over to Yuzo and see if he can maybe use this electricity lead to figure some shit out.
So yeah, Yuzo, as you're what are you up to it right now?
I guess I'm still looking around while I'm waiting for the nostalgia cop to get back.
Yeah, he arrives shortly afterwards. He gives you a salute. It seems like your demeanor has won. Like, this is clearly a beta of a man. He's clearly now thinks you are the alpha. Or Stigma, even.
New male type?
No, those are both known.
No, a Yuzo male. New male type.
Eh.
I ran the test on the handkerchief, so you don't have to. It has fingerprints on it.
Do we know who they belong to?
It belongs to Mr. Emirelli Deed.
Emirelli Deed? Why would he have a handkerchief with chloroform?
I don't know. I just work here.
Thank you for your assistance. So for my other players and for the audience, when Yuzo was looking around, he found a handkerchief dipped in chloroform under a loose pile in the bathroom.
I was wondering what the fuck you were talking about. I assumed that was like in DMs or something.
Yeah, it was. And apparently this belonged to the victim.
Do you think he might have kidnapped someone? Maybe that's what he meant by server issues. Maybe he, like, dealt with someone, and then that someone got revenge by murdering him.
It's possible.
If that's true, then shit with Bradley goes even deeper than fucking Hayden knows. If he's chloroforming people.
I tell the nostalgia cop that I want the handkerchief chief to be recorded and preserved as evidence.
He salutes you again. Of course, sir. I'll do it so you don't have to.
Oh my god,
right,
why is he
you.
the nostalgia critic? I'm part of Channel Awesome Cop Team. Jesus. I
can't believe this shit.
So, like, what is our next step here? We have a lot of clues, but we don't have anything that really ties things together.
Yeah.
We're missing the missing link, so to speak.
Seems like it's a frame up.
A what?
He's saying that it seems like a frame up, which yeah.
What's a frame up?
He's been framed.
Oh, I thought that was called a frame job. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm sure there are different regional variants.
That's like an art-based sexual method, I think.
Yeah. Oh my god. Come on, Tan. You're better than this.
I'm not. I just did
He's
it.
clearly not.
So I agree. Obviously, he was framed, and we have some disparate clues. We know that Mr. Emirelli was not exactly the most upstanding character himself. We know that for some reason he didn't have the lights on, and as let's be honest, if he's working for Second Son as their cybersecurity guy, he's probably well off. He can afford fucking light bulbs. Something interesting is going on there with the lights not working, but his computer working. And I think also we know that she didn't get a clear view on the victim, but we have nothing that really ties everything into a substantial lead. We still have the option to go figure out more about what Emirelli was up to, and if indeed he got revenge killed by someone he kidnapped or something, that might help. But it's a long shot that relies on a specific crackpot theory, and I'm not really sure what other strings we have to follow here. I'm wondering, is there anything we can roll, Tan, to find another clue, like an int roll of some kind?
That wouldn't be there, no.
Yeah, I think Tan's trying to tell me that I uncovered literally everything in the apartment, right?
Yes, well, essentially.
Okay. Hey, Tan, you played Disco Elysium, right?
I played some of it.
Okay, then yeah, we have to go for the long shot solution then.
All right. I guess we could go to Second Son. I could call it my brother. Hayden is very hesitant about it, but if they're truly at a dead end, then what needs to be done needs to be done.
Is that our only remaining option?
I guess so. I appreciate you guys trying to mind my feelings, but I'd rather see Dave Buddy free and see you complete your mission. There you go. I'll call him up. He's kind of a smug, cold piece of shit, but I'm sure he'll relish in a chance for me to visit so he can rub his success in my face.
If it makes you feel better, at least you can punch him with your stand and get away with it now.
Honestly, knowing him, I wouldn't be surprised if he found some other way to get a stand outside the Havoc Moon game, if there are any ways. He's, like, unbelievably got his fingers... I don't know how much you know about Malerna with Second Son, but he's got his fingers in, like, every pie in this city.
You're... What? Hold on, what? This is news to me.
He's a big fucking deal. I mean, think about it. Malerna's like the tech city of the future, right? And he's the CEO of the leading tech company and the most successful businessman in the city. He basically, if anything's going on here, short of stands, he knows it. And if there's a way to get stands outside the Havoc Moon, hell, I wouldn't be surprised if he knows about the Havoc Moon game somehow.
Yeah, I was about to say, your brother has so many warning flags around him right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's part of the Havoc Moon game, like one of its organizers. Jesus Christ.
Maybe.
Might be best to keep our involvement with him brief.
The only reason I wouldn't think so is because, like, he's a cold, scummy piece of shit, but I don't think he would be in the business of, like, he's not sadistic. He wouldn't be in the business of, like, torturing people, which we've seen a little bit with, like, the science wing going on. But he might know about the Havoc Moon. Either way, I would say do not show your stand in front of him as a test, just in case, and let's not bring up the Havoc Moon game.
Yeah.
You know, I agree. Let's not show him anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that said,
if we're going with distracting him, then frankly, it's probably best that I don't see him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
are you sure you don't want to come
I'd take the button in a, brotherly button. I'd take the button between two brothers.
I kind of need you because you're the only other one that knows about computer science. While I'm distracting him, you can go use my scripts and...
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I can, like, slip by while you're keeping everyone busy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. In that case, Tan, I will be calling Brother Dearest.
Of course, absolutely. I'm sure you have his number. So you call him, it rings a couple of times before answering. Yeah, hello?
Hey, Bradley.
Hey, little man, what's going on?
I'm like gritting my teeth. I was like, I wanted to stop by your company and see what you've been up to.
I got you. I want to see how the other half lives. No problemo. I can pencil you in for like 2 hours from now. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll see you then. Do you mind if I bring a couple of friends with me?
Sure thing. Just tell the receptionist you got a couple of guys. They'll be sure to send you up to meet Big Bro. Talk to you later, little man.
Alright, thanks. I appreciate it. I'll hang up.
Is the twist gonna be that your brother actually likes you a lot?
You'll find out. Who knows? There's a lot going on with the family, and I still need to talk about some of the details with Tan. Because I had ideas, but I realized I forgot to bring them up to him.
Right.
Right.
I'll do that after the session. But yeah. I guess fast forward unless there's anything else we want to do before the meeting.
Wait, what time is it now? Like the evening?
It's like, let's say 6 o'clock.
Jesus, 6 hours have passed?
You went to prison, you investigated a crime scene, you went to interview. You've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
That's true. Alright.
I think maybe Angle will go back to the department, freshen up. Maybe change up his wardrobe a bit. Slick his hair a different way.
I'm gonna eat Aego's food from the fridge.
Aego sees it, but for once he scowls, but he doesn't say anything.
Based. Oh boy, a free meal that I didn't have to pay for, smile.
What a great guy. His brother must be so mean.
I need to talk to you about that before we develop the brother too much, because I had ideas. Oh man, I might have ruined it by forgetting to bring it up to you. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try and rapid text you my ideas. I won't be able to fully paint them.
Yuzo, why don't you tell us what you're doing while that happens?
What am I doing?
Well, what do you want to do? Like, we're sort of preparing to be outgoing there to him. So, are you making any preparations? Are you like wearing any fancy suits or anything? Or how you? Well, you're not really meeting, you're slipping by. So, you making any preparations in regards to that?
I can't think of any preparations right now. I feel like I was put on the spot there.
No worries, that's exactly what I was doing. Yeah.
Okay.
It amused me, you see.
Well, if we wanted to do a brief intermission while Darnell does that, we could flash back to Yuzo talking with my acquaintance about the aftermath of that previous episode.
I think we're almost done here, so we just need to sort of fill a few more seconds.
Yeah, okay. With complete silence.
So, hey, if you guys are still watching, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and hit the bell notification if you want to see more videos.
This is the best paced TTRPG.
Sorry about that. All right, I got the shorthand ideas out to Tan. Very brief.
That fits exactly with what we've done so far, so that's fine.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's time to go to the Second Sun Tech Solutions building, which is sort of a big skyscraper in the main financial district here. Well, the tech district even.
Yeah. I think even just walking towards it, Hayden tenses up. He's clearly not looking forward to this trip. But he's gonna take a deep breath, suck it up, and try to get this done as quickly as possible.
I give Hayden a pat on the back as we head over there.
Thanks,
I like to note Aego's wearing a t-shirt.
Nice.
Thank God he finally put a shirt on.
He was just naked. He's wearing one of those baggy t-shirts.
I really like the idea that he was doing the Ben Swolo thing up until this episode.
I think for once people will be extremely surprised if we stop by the apartment that Hayden is actually wearing a suit. Because he knows how this is one of the biggest companies. You can't really show your face here and not try. Good luck.
Is Iggy gonna be the only person dressed in casuals?
Yeah, I probably would strongly recommend him not to before we leave.
Alright, he's wearing a flannel shirt.
Right.
Oh.
That's just
great.
You might get away with it because it's Friday, but just know this is not a place that you want to show weakness at.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Sorry.
So, yeah.
I hope I'm not scaring you guys too much, but this is if you want to do anything in the corporate world, you would do well to leave a good impression here.
So as the three of you enter the building, then you can see Millennium City in general is sort of very techy. It's a few years ahead of the rest of the world, but this is where all that's sort of concentrated. You can see holographic displays rotating of the products, computers, monitors, servers, even VR headset shit like that. There's a big, it's very sort of chrome and glass sort of aesthetic with the elevators sort of in the center of the giant lobby, just sort of with the glass shafts so you can see them going up and down. And there's sort of a big desk with lots of receptionists behind for various people coming and going.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yep.
I guess I'll
Ready as I'll ever be.
stop by the receptionist and let her know what's up.
She looks at you. She sort of looks at her screen. Like clearly she's been advised to wait for this person. Hayden, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You can head up 10th floor. Put in the password 2292.
Right. Will that be good for the next few hours, or?
Yeah, he'll be fine for the next few hours. She's checking her nails. She says that to you.
Okay, cool. They changed the passwords a lot here. Alright guys, let's go on up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aego's following along.
I'll go in the elevator and kind of beep, boop, 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 and get us ready. Straightening my tie a little bit.
Hair's a bit messy.
Yeah, so there's like 30 floors, 50 floors here. I just suddenly made it twice as big.
Double
There's the
it.
normal ones, like 1 to 50. There's a few at the bottom, like keys for specific sort of maintenance floors, things like that. And it seems like your floor 10 is where the CEO's office is, with the 2292 passcode to access it.
You know where the server room is?
It's been a while since I've been here, but I think the server room's on floor 12. You might have to do a little searching if I'm being honest. I don't remember.
As he's saying that, I pry open the emergency exit in the elevator, and I just climb out because we're going way above with floor 12, I think.
We're going to floor 10.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind then. Okay.
This just hits you as you're going climbing out.
Yeah. Keep in mind, that's completely up to Tanhony. I could be completely wrong about the floor. Hayden does not remember.
No, I'm fine with it being floor 12.
Alright.
Say, user, you need some help for? I could be a distraction in case anyone comes checking up on you.
It might be an idea to have your stand following after me.
If you're gonna use your stand though, Aego, be extremely subtle. Maybe just 1 or 2 flies. You really, just to be safe.
Yeah.
Well, you want to meet your brother alone, don't you? Get some privacy, Hayden?
I absolutely would prefer not to, but if it needs to be done. I mean, I did tell him I was bringing friends.
It's probably best that Iggy stays with you, considering he is the defense attorney in this case.
I have a question, by the way, just like a genuine aesthetic question. Like, do Aego's flies look like flies, or do they look like you know how like Antonio's like stand close up had like the weird faces and shit? Are they like weird bugs, or do they look like normal bugs?
I'm gonna be honest. I've been imagining Harvest this entire time.
Yeah, just like Harvest with wings, but smaller.
Okay, I was leaning a bit more towards normal bugs, maybe like slightly weird looking and like more red in color than usual.
Okay,
and,
so like normal looking enough that like if they're not an entomologist, it would be fine. Then you're probably good to use it.
Yeah, like I imagine a lay person wouldn't be able to tell the difference too well.
Cool. All right, I guess the elevator opens and I'll go see brother.
Yeah, just a big hallway with like on either side small doors going off to separate offices, but at the end of the hallway you can see the big doors with the CEO plaque probably right above it.
God, okay.
All right. I guess I have to go if I'm. But before we go, Aego sort of like leans in to Hayden, says, "Look, while we're here, maybe don't call me Aego. Call me Yosef."
All right. Listen, Yosef, you're here because you have an interest in information technology. You heard that I was Bradley's brother, and you asked me if you could see how things work around here. That's our cover story, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. All right, let's do this.
You're just gonna walk in, you're gonna not hide in this, yeah?
Yeah, I'll walk in.
So the doors open. This office is truly massive. It's just sort of like a big empty space, a desk in the middle, and then just sort of glass windows looking out over the city. And you can see your brother in his suit. He's playing sort of office golf into a mug on its side. Hey kids, little man, how's it going?
Hey,
Come in. You want a drink or
Bradley.
something?
I'm fine. Maybe just some water. This is my friend Yosef, by the way.
No problem, Yosef. Glass of water. How much ice you want with that? Yosef, you want some water?
Yeah, sure. It would be rude not to.
Sure would. He sort of taps his like little earpiece. Yolanda, we need some water in here to make him icy. So this is a rare occasion, Hayden. What can I do for you?
Well, my friend Yosef is really interested in...
You mind if I play golf as we talk? I got a set with the senator next week.
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
fine.
god, I was thinking like Amanda Waller this entire time.
I did watch the Suicide Squad last week.
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad? Come on. Yeah, that's fine. Listen, as I was saying, this is Yosef. He's interested in information technology, and, when he found out you're my brother, he asked if he could come tour. You know the drill by now.
I get you. Kind of a leech, huh, Yosef? I'm joking.
Right.
Yep.
So do you mind if we just, I guess, take a look around? You don't have to come if you're busy.
So, what kind of brother would I be letting little man walk around all on his lonesome? Quasimodo, Yosef, I can get a guy around to show you the ropes. What's your field of interest? You don't mind me asking.
I'm very into cyber security. Yes, that is it.
What about cybersecurity?
Just gotta make sure. And
Testing!
I suppose if someone were really astute, they might catch on that he's like, yeah, I guess it's obvious he's like bullshitting all this. But yes, I care deeply about protecting the secrets of Yes.
He's being coy. He's into penetration testing, is what he's going to school for.
That's what they call us these days. Don't worry, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. And I let out a sigh of relief at that, and I just kind of eye go a little bit. So yeah, he just wants to take a look around.
Yeah, no worries. Hold on a sec. Yolanda, I need you to give a tour to this guy. He wants to know about information security. Just show him the ropes. Don't show him any ropes because this is more of a digital thing, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I love you too.
What?
I should be in it too.
Aren't you, engaged?
Hey, what stays in the building stays in the building.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Aren't you single? I'm joking.
Just kind of hangs his head a little bit at that.
Bring a laugh to Aego's lips.
Aego, you bastard. He's just like, yeah, so I guess, I'm like, I don't know, do we flash to Yuzo here? Do we want to keep going? What's our game plan?
It's up to you. Yuzo, do you want to take over a little bit?
I can. So,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
going up to the 12th floor. What's going on?
So yeah, you're looking for the servers, if I remember correctly?
Yep.
So you look when you get there, are you looking for any specific information or?
Looking at I'm looking for information on Deed, like his work history, and anything about those server issues mentioned.
Right. Okay. So the security's a bit heavier on this floor, so you may have to sort of sneak around a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was planning.
So let me get up the details for that for you.
And we've got, for viewers at home, we've got about 30-ish minutes before we have to hard cut because Jack has something to go do. But we're gonna this episode may end abruptly.
So this is almost definitely good. Well, this is definitely going to be more than one part. This sort of arc.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We mentioned a few of Aego's bugs, following Yuzo earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do your
you
bugs
sort of
have
understood what he was
stingers? They do, right?
saying. I believe so.
Can they lockpick things with their stingers?
I mean, they could try.
They could try. I'd allow
I
them to try.
imagine he doesn't have much practice with it yet.
I think I legitimately think Izo probably has a lockpick on him.
Yeah, that would not.
Yeah, I would expect so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's sort of like you managed to make some progress, just sort of walking like you own the place. But the actual doors to the main server room are locked.
Right. How are they locked specifically? Is this a keycard thing?
It is though, yeah.
Yep, figures. I put on a show of like struggling with the door. And if any guards come down the hallway, I want to like wave them down.
Right, a guy does sort of come down. He's sort of a nerdy-looking man, looks a bit angry, but he approaches you all the same. He's like, "What can I do? What's going on? What's wrong?"
Hang on a second.
Yeah, I'll get a face claim for him while we're doing that.
Oh yeah, do you have a Bradley face claim as well, or is that in the works?
That's in the works. This is what this guard looks like.
Is this the YouTuber episode?
All right, I'm back.
That's the guy!
What is this, Tan?
This is the YouTuber episode.
I don't know what this bit is. It just made me laugh, the idea of it.
Fucking Linkara shows up next. He's like, yes. I'm Yolanda.
What's up,
What's
guys?
wrong?
This is PewDiePie.
What's wrong? What you can't get in? What's wrong?
Huh?
Well, you called me over? You called me over for nothing?
No. I'm sorry. I was speaking out of character.
Oh, me too.
Hang on.
Oh my god.
So, hey, sorry about that. I like to make a show of like nervously scratching the back of my head. I accidentally locked my key card in there, and I can't get back in. Can you help me out here?
This sucks worse than diarrhea dog dick. Don't do this again. I swear I've seen you do this like 10 times, okay? I shouldn't be doing this.
I'm sorry, man. I know, believe me, the boss has gotten on my ass about this.
Oh, 2 minutes I can get this open with my card, and then I gotta do the standard procedure when you gotta sign up for a new card. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, alright.
This little swipes is like, well, go get it.
And I go in there. And I think this is the part where Iggy needs to help me out and distract that guard while I do my thing.
Yes, I shall start stinging him.
Oh, what?
In his ears.
My fucking ears! My tinnitus! No!
And while Iggy is harassing the angry video game nerd, I start looking around in the files for the things I was talking about.
Right, okay. So, yes, you do find that the word server issues a couple of days ago that were then solved, they sort of corrected the errors with Mr. Deed. And in regards to that, the only thing he was called into the office itself before that was a brief consultation on Project Diana, it seems, which isn't quite detailed.
Project Diana. I suppose there's not much information on that here, right?
That is fully sealed. That is like as sealed as it gets.
Is there any way I can get I can download like a copy of it and try to look into unencrypt it later?
What I said, I mean, like, isn't stored on this server here. So it seems to be the entire everything. It's only sort of referenced as something briefly.
Do I know where it would be stored?
It says that it's stored on floor 0.
Floor 0? Is there a floor 0?
You did not see a floor 0 in the elevator.
So there's probably a hidden employee elevator somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. You'll need to find the floor 0 password too.
Yeah. Is there any information I can dig up on floor 0?
Apart from that it exists and that's where Project Diana information is stored, there doesn't seem to be much to it. It just, yeah, that's it. It. Like, on the actual blueprint of the building, it doesn't seem to be there either.
Right. Okay. I think that's. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's everything, right, Darnell?
Yeah, basically, we just want to find out what this guy was working on, and even knowing that it's Project Diane and Floor Zero gives us something that we could look into. We just need to figure out a way to get to Floor Zero.
Right. And I think I'm running out of time here, so...
Yeah, the only other sneaky thing I guess you could do is if you go maybe back down to the secretary, you could try to see if you could find a list of the passwords and find one for Floor Zero or something.
Maybe. And at this point, I pull out like a credit card from my wallet and like holding like the back of it in my hand, and I walk out of the office and I briefly allow the angry video game nerd to glance at it, and I'm like, all right, I got it. There's no problems. See you later, pal.
So don't let me catch you doing this again. It makes like tinnitus act up. It's worse than shit in Sahara.
I know, buddy. I know.
Seemed you trying to do an improv angry video game nerd impersonation.
I can't think of anything. Shit in the Sahara. What does that even fucking mean?
This is a bunch of poopy ass.
Yeah, I feel like I peaked in the first one. I couldn't think of anything else after that. But meanwhile, back in the top floor. Well, not top floor, the office. I don't know what it just gives the vibe of being on the top floor.
Yeah, I don't know why you chose floor 10 for the CEO's office.
I didn't figure out how tall it would be.
maybe your brother's scared of heights.
The other 30 floors are the legal department.
But Yolanda comes in. She's sort of like a bored-looking woman on her phone as she comes in. You want to see the information security Quasimodo? Is that his name? Yeah, I think that's his name. You go with them, Quasimodo.
I guess see you around, Yosef.
Catch you on the flip side.
The world's
So,
most
I suppose
awkward.
the two of you and the door sort of swings shut.
The band.
Boy, your friend Iago is kind of a bad liar, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, he stood there for like 5 minutes when I asked him about information security. It's like he never even heard the words before. He mustn't do good in court, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about. I told you it's my friend Yosef. He's just not very good at talking.
Really?
You know IT guys. You work with tech guys.
He didn't even blink when I just called him Iago.
Fuck. Damn it. What do you want? What do you know? What's going on?
Columbo, Jesus.
Well, I did expect you to come around so soon, but I got a proposition for you anyway, so this is actually kind of good. You got a good sense of timing.
What do you have in mind?
So I'm sure you got a text from Havoc Moon recently.
I fucking knew it.
I make a point to try and blink purposefully this time. Havoc what?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking. So, your friend Iago, I'm guessing he's the one guy because he's suddenly being Mr. Phoenix Wright or whatever. But I got a proposition for you. This is sort of a separate thing. You make sure Dave Buddy goes down for this, and I'll give you whatever you want. You want a boat? I'll give you a boat. Give you a house? I'll give you a house.
I don't.
I mean,
want
you want that office over by the side? You can have the office 2 floors up. I don't give a shit.
I don't want any of your money or your positions. I'm very adamant about this. If I wanted to be rich, I would have just stayed and lived with mom and dad. Look, I'm not talking about this with you. Okay, this is over. Dave Buddy,
Jeez,
I'm not gonna.
Hostile,
He's Dave Buddy's my friend. I'm not gonna let him go down for something he didn't do. Did you have something to do with this?
What are you talking about? I was sitting right here. I was actually on the red carpet. You see the new Avengers? I was there. What do you mean? How could I have had something to do with it? I was nowhere near that location.
You would bring up the Avengers.
I love those guys.
Yeah, whatever. Look, I don't know what you're doing, but please tell me you're not the one that killed your coworker, your employee, I guess.
Kid, you don't know what's going on. So I know you must have thought you were real smart coming here like, oh, I want to talk, I want to catch up. You didn't want to catch up in 20 years, so I don't know what the fuck you think you're talking about. So I'm guessing maybe you got some other guys moving around the building like rats. They can have a look around all they want.
I'm just kind of like staring in silence at him, and I'm just like, you know what? I knew I shouldn't have come here. I'm leaving.
See ya.
I just kind of walk out and put my hands in my pockets, and I just storm out of the building. I don't even wait for my friends to tell them what's going on.
Damn.
I'm pretty pissed. I already hate my brother, and now I figure out he might have murdered his employee and has like something going on with this. There's too much on my brain. I'm out of here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right. And Yuzo and Aigo, are you going to extract yourself from the buildings? Are you going to try and stay here for a little bit? Yuzo, you got more... You try and pursue this Diana thing, or...?
I think it's probably best if we, retreat for now. If we stick around too long, something bad's gonna happen.
Well, I thought Aigo was, still being toured around, so you wouldn't know Hayden's...
Yeah.
Didn't tell them.
Oh no, poor Aigo.
So Aigo, you are led on a multi-hour tour by Yolanda, who, despite her bored appearance, is very keen to talk about information security for hours on end.
Yeah, it's going in 1 year, out the other year.
I think Yuzo and Hayden just kind of went back to Iggy's apartment and started playing playing a variety of different fighting games at this point. Hey, this Guilty Gear Strive is pretty fun.
Actually, not to kill the roleplay mood, but I think Hayden would sort of lock himself up in whatever room Aego's hooked him up with.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fair.
He's gonna be mopey for a little bit.
So,
I'm just gonna keep playing on your video games then.
Go for it. Mikasa Sukasa. Except it's not Mikasa, but...
I think Aigo, after a few hours starting to lose his pain, it's almost midnight. Are you is Hayden still talking with his brother?
She checks her little watch. Oh no, you left 3 hours ago. Sorry.
3 hours ago, I just remembered I have early morning appointment tomorrow I have to make. It'd be best if I got going now.
Yeah. Oh, sir! And you feel a hand on the back of your shoulder.
Huh? He comes around.
It's Bradley Wright. Mind if we talk for a few minutes? There you go. You got a little offer for you.
He's sweating.
And then something happens that no one could have expected.
The session ends?
The session ends.
Bum bum bum!
Yeah, I knew that was gonna fucking happen. The instant, Bradley said, oh yeah, I know your buddy's, Iago. I knew that was gonna fucking happen.
Sorry if I didn't roleplay the conversation with the brother the best. It kind of threw me off a little bit and I panicked.
No worries.
But definitely...
To be honest, I feel like that's very in character.
Yeah, just after all that, Hayden had no words.
You were feeling exactly what Hayden was feeling.
Yeah.
Or I guess also sorry on my end to the audience if Aigo felt a bit unloyally during the investigation. Detective stuff isn't usually my genre.
Has Aigo ever felt lawyerly?
To be honest, Aigo not knowing what he's doing does kind of also seem in character.
True.
But maybe he's like a demon in the courtroom. Maybe once he gets there, he
Yeah. Like we think he's this bumbling, corrupt bullshit, and then he gets in the courtroom and he's fucking. Who's a famous lawyer?
It's a genuine situation where he just sort of throws shit at the wall in the courtroom and somehow brings it off.
Yeah, as soon as the judge says, "Please all rise," immediately the switch flicks on.
But yeah, that was I believe it was episode 5.
Yes, 5. What should we
Yeah.
title this episode?
I don't know. The Lamentation of Dave Buddy, Part 1.
Are we gonna do that and then not call the next episode Part 2 again?
Do it like this, do this.
Okay, he's typing it out, guys. The Lamentation of David. What's the R stand for?
Richard.
David Richard Buddy. David Dick Buddy?
Yeah.
Called it. Add an addendum that says Murder Mystery Part 2.
No, that's too confusing. No one will get it. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'm excited to see what happens next week. I'm very scared of Bradley and his machinations. But, yeah, I guess that's all for now. Bye!
Oh yeah, preview. Iego might have his reason as well.
Oh? Yeah, alright, bye.